One of my most embarrassing moments in my soccer career was in my first year of playing professional soccer. So I was on my first ever travel trip with my professional soccer team. I played for the Orlando Pride at the time. And in college, I think every college is different, but in my college, you were responsible for all your gear. That means you had to carry your cleats, gloves, shin guards, whatever you had with you at all times in your bag. So as you can imagine, that became a huge habit of mine. Well, in the professional game, there are kitmen, and the kitmen carry all your gear with them. So for this game, we traveled a day early, we had training, and right after training, out of habit, I just threw my cleats into my bag. The next day, it was time to go to the game, and I was rooming with a veteran player, and I asked her, like, do I need to bring anything to this game? What do I need? And she said, no, the kitman has everything we need. He brings our jerseys, cleats, everything. All you have to do is get on the bus. So I was like, what a relief. Great. We got on the bus. There was about an hour and a half drive because of traffic. We get to the stadium. I'm so excited to be there. I walk in, I see my jersey, and I look down. My cleats aren't there. So I was like, all right, don't panic. I go up to my kitman and I say, hey, any chance you know where my cleats? He said, no, they weren't in the boot bag. I just kind of assumed you had them. In that moment, I flashed back to training the day before where I put my cleats into my bag. And that bag was still at the hotel, at least a 2-hour drive away. The game started in less than an hour. So I was like, what do we do? The kitman says, you know, I could ask the head coach if he can wear his cleats. And I said, you know what? Let's not do that. Let me see if my teammates brought any extra cleats that I can wear. So I go through the boot bag and some of my teammates brought extra cleats. But the problem was every cleat I saw was at least 2 sizes too small. But at this point I was desperate, so I grabbed the biggest pair of cleats I could find and I went and asked that teammate if I could use them. So I stuffed my feet into these cleats and my toes were absolutely crunched. For this game, I was the number 2 goalkeeper, so I was like, this really sucks. I will never make this mistake again, but at least I won't have to play in these cleats. At halftime, the goalkeeper was hurting and my coach told me I needed to warm up because I might play in the second half. This would have been my first ever professional game, wearing cleats that were at least 2 sizes too small. So I warm up, my feet are cramping, I'm panicking a little bit, but turns out the goalkeeper was fine. She ended up playing the second half, but it was extremely embarrassing and a mistake I will never make again. My feet still haven't recovered.